I took my dying dad to a baseball game and a stranger told him he deserved to die. My dad got diagnosed with prostate cancer 6 months ago. The doctors caught it early, surgery is next week, and his odds are good. But when your 63-year-old father tells you he wants to see one more game at Yankee Stadium before he goes under the knife, you don't ask questions, you just make it happen. I spent 2 months of savings on 4 tickets right behind home plate. Me, Dad, my older brother, and my brother's 14-year-old son who worships our father like he's a god. Dad kept saying I spent too much, that nosebleeds would have been fine, but I saw him tearing up when we walked through the tunnel, and the field opened up in front of us. My brother had his arm around Dad's shoulder, helping him down the stairs because the cancer had made his legs weak. My nephew was wearing Dad's old Yankees cap from 1996, the one with the coffee stain on the brim that Dad refused to throw away. For one afternoon, we weren't thinking about hospitals or survival rates or what happens if the surgery goes wrong. We were just a family watching baseball. We get to our seats and this Red Sox fan in the row directly behind us immediately starts running his mouth. Big guy, beer gut stretching his jersey to its structural limit, flanked by 3 buddies who all looked like they crawled out of the same dive bar. I try to ignore them because I didn't come here for drama, but every time my family and I cheered, this guy gets louder. Fake fans probably can't even name the starting lineup. My nephew looks back once, and beer gut leans forward with this ugly sneer. What you looking at, little man? Turn around before I give you something to cry about. I grab my nephew's arm and whisper, just ignore him, buddy. Then the Yankees hit a 2-run homer, and we all jumped up screaming. Dad's on his feet for the first time in weeks, actually laughing, and that's when beer gut completely loses it. Sit the hell down. Nobody wants to watch you bandwagon trash celebrate. What did you do? Sell food stamps to afford these seats? The whole section goes quiet. My brother turns around slowly. Hey man, we're just trying to enjoy the game. Our dad's going through some health stuff. Can you give us a break? Beer gut's face twists into this cruel smile. Health stuff? What, is grandpa dying or something? His 3 buddies crack up like it's the funniest thing they've ever heard. I watch my father's face fall. This was supposed to be his day, his maybe last game ever day, and this piece of garbage is making jokes about him dying. My nephew's hands ball into fists. My brother's jaw goes tight. I'm gripping the armrest so hard my knuckles turn white. Beer gut leans forward between the seats, his breath hot and sour against my neck. You're just a whole family of losers. Bet the old man's faking dying it for sympathy anyway. Probably just wants attention. That's when he shoves my dad hard from behind. Dad stumbles forward into the seats in front of us, nearly falling, his legs buckling out underneath him. Everything explodes. My brother spins around and catches beer gut with the cleanest right hook I've ever seen in my life. The guy's head snaps back and he crashes into his own seat. One of his buddies rushes forward and my dad, my 63-year-old father with cancer, somehow pushes himself up and clotheslines him straight across the chest. I'm frozen for half a second until I see another guy grab my nephew by the collar of his jersey, and suddenly I'm moving on pure instinct. My fist connects with his jaw so hard my entire arm goes numb, and I swear my hand broke. The 4th guy just stands there with his hands up, backing away, wanting absolutely no part of this anymore. Security swarms us within seconds. I'm shaking so bad I can barely breathe. The lead officer holds up his hand and asks everyone for their tickets. We hand ours over immediately, still trying to catch our breath. Beer gut and his crew start patting their pockets, checking their wallets, looking at each other with pure panic in their eyes. We left them at our other seats. Beer gut stammers, his lip already swelling from my brother's punch. The officer radios something, waits, and his whole expression changes. Turns out these 4 geniuses had been bouncing around the stadium all game with counterfeit tickets they printed off some sketchy website. The officer looks at us, then back at them. You 4 are coming with us. Let's go. The cops are outside. He turns to my family. Gentlemen, I apologize for the disruption. Please enjoy the rest of your game. They drag beer gut and his entire crew out. My nephew is staring at me with his mouth hanging open. You actually threw a punch, he says. You. Dad hasn't stopped telling the story since we left. He's called his doctor, his neighbor, his pharmacist, literally anyone who will listen. My boys defended me, he keeps saying, right there behind home plate.